How's it going, guys? So week 5 of the PUDL is finally upon us, and today we're going to be taking on the Dun Spartans. First things first, a timestamp will be down in the description below, which should hopefully pop up on the playhead. So if you guys aren't interested in this quick team breakdown, you guys can go ahead and skip straight into the battle. Second thing, also down in the description below will be a link to the Discord server where this draft is being held. All slots for the Wi-Fi and Showdown division are currently filled, but come DLC 2, there's going to be a lot of open spots. So I highly recommend checking it out, getting in early, checking it out, making yourself known, and hopefully getting a spot. Before our team breakdown, I want to make a quick State of the Union press here. We did make some trades here. There was a little bit of confusion about the trade deadline, so we made even more trades as well. Initially, I traded away Inteleon for a Terra Captain Sandaconda and a Basculin, and after the trade deadline confusion was cleared up, I went ahead and traded away the Sandaconda, the Weavile, and the Knucklesack for the boys. We now have a Lokix, a Sandy Shocks, and a Terra Captain Basculin, which can Terra into Water, Electric, and Fairy. Lokix here is a fantastic offensive mon with its ability in Tinted Lens. It has fantastic priority in first impression, and this thing is only going to be aided by sticky webs. Sandy Shocks here with its stab combinations of ground and electric make this thing practically unwallable, and teams are going to be very hard pressed finding answers to both these mons. And Basculin here, I do get access to all 3 forms of Basculin, so that gives me a lot of flexibility, whether it be with item selection, ability selection, and also move selections. With all that being said, getting into our opponent's draft here, they have a very solid draft, and I can honestly say that this is one of the best drafts in the league. It's definitely in contention for the best draft in the league, but most certainly, without a shadow of a doubt, it's up there. Getting started here, we're going to be talking about their offensive core. Their offensive core here is incredibly powerful and also incredibly flexible. Each and every single one of these mons has different ways of achieving their offenses. Enamorous and Infernape are fantastic users of choice items, but they don't even need to use those to be effective as well. Enamorous here can do contrary shenanigans. Sub-Calm Mind is incredibly annoying, and the amount of utility it has is also really annoying. Infernape here, because its attack and special attack stats are the same, it really has the choice of kind of deciding what it wants to use week in, week out. It also gets access to Trickaroo, so that's also something to very much be aware of. Mamoswine here, with its stamp combinations of ice and ground, are incredibly dangerous into my team here, so this is a mon that I'm very much going to have to be aware of. In terms of items, this thing can easily run a Focus Sash or a Choice Scarf. My opponent has brought Choice Scarf before, and a little bit of a sleeper set is actually an Emvee set, which could potentially be annoying. Jolteon is going to be the fastest mon on either one of our teams here, so that alone makes it incredibly dangerous and puts me on high alert. It is also one of their Terra Captains, with it being able to Terra Electric, Flying, or Ice. Very powerful Terras here, so I'm gonna have to do if it does come, I am gonna have to do my best to ensure that that thing does not get behind a sub and start Calm Minding. Salamence here, traditional Dragon Dancer, very effective at his job at doing that. I do expect a heavy duty boot set to be coming here. Again, it's gonna DD up and pretty much sweep with Moxie here, so it's gonna be very important to ensure that thing doesn't get going. In terms of defenses here, they have a decently solid core here, right? Corviknight is the absolute GOAT of defense, and it is also one of the best hazard removals in the tier, but we do have a Golden Goat. Vaporeon, once again here, incredibly annoying into a good amount of our draft team here. I believe our week 2 opponent? Yeah, our week 2 opponent did have Vaporeon originally, but they ended up dropping it about like week 4, I believe. And our opponent today ended up picking it up, so I am once again facing this demonic monster. Muck here, I don't have too much experience, but I would imagine that it plays exactly the same as its Alolan counterpart. So I definitely am expecting a bunch of Poison Touch shenanigans, a bunch of AV, or even leftover Drain Punch shenanigans if that thing does decide to come. Uxie here, while it's typically known for its support capabilities, whether it be with lead with lead stealth rocks or even light clay screens here. Is very much a defensive mon with it having insane amounts of bulk. It's very much limited though with its lack of recovery option, but again, kind of walks that little middle. It really walks that fine line between defensive and supportive mons. Speaking of supportive mons, that has some pretty good ones here. Kricketune, its main value is just going to come from being able to set up sticky webs, and Colossal is a really good support mon. It has two really good abilities in Flashfire and Steam Engine, so I am going to have to be a little bit careful about the moves I click if this thing does come. It's also one of the very few mons that can actually... Yeah, it's one of the very few mons that can threaten to remove hazards just because its natural fire typing matches up well into Goldango, so I don't exactly want to be coming in on this mon to go ahead and spin block. On top of Rapid Spin, on top of being able to remove hazards, it's also able to set them up. I believe it gets access to spikes, but I know for sure it gets access to Stealth Rock. So again, another annoying factor about this mon. We very much have our work cut out for us this week, but the very first mon we're going to be talking about today is Glimmora. I say this week in and week out. Glimmora's coverage hits the entirety of my draft for super effective to neutral damage, but boy is that true today. The game plan with Glimmora is going to be having this mon as either a revenge killer or as a late game cleaner. The more we get into the game, the more and more Power Gem is absolutely free. I mean, it is absolutely free already. But also stuff like Sludge Wave becomes free, hopefully, and Earth Power hopefully becomes free. Mortal Spin here is just for emergency hazard removal, and also to possibly take care of any annoying fat mons such as Vaporeon, such as Uxie, and such as Uxie here. Originally I was thinking about Corrosion Glimmora, just go ahead and be able to Mortal Spin on the Muck as well, but in practice here without Toxic, Corviknight here was kind of the more likely bring, so without Toxic, a Mortal Spin wasn't exactly Mortal Spin plus Corrosion wasn't exactly giving me the greatest amount, wasn't doing the most amount of consistent work here, so we just ended up doing Toxic Debris here. But for the most part here, we're just going to be pushing P. We're going to be pushing Power Gem. Hopefully that brings us to the promised land, is able to go ahead and easily sweep his team here. I do have to be aware of Scarf Enamorus, Scarf Infernape, and Scarf Jolteon. I do also have to be aware of... I also have to make sure that the Salamence doesn't get a +1, and that Mamoswine's Focus Sash, if it does carry it, is also broken to effectively ensure the sweep. Next is going to be our dedicated lead in Sandy Shocks. Against the entirety of his team but Mamoswine, I'm going to easily be able to go ahead and get up the rocks. The only things I am not faster than are going to be a Scarf Enamorus, Infernape, and Scarf Jolteon. Like I said, I'm going to, against pretty much the entirety of his team but Mamoswine, I am going to be getting up the rocks, but Mamoswine does lead. I am unfortunately going to have to forego rocks and just get some damage off, because I can never risk that mon being Focus Sash. If it is Focus Sash and I get up my rocks and they kill me, that's one mon already down, and I'm most likely going to have to probably give up 2 others. So that's so much material just to get rid of one mon, which should have been taken care of turn 1 here, right? In terms of spread here, very standard. We lowered our special attacking EVs so that we can actually get the booster speed, and the rest is just dumped into HP here. Don't exactly need an electric move. Volt Switch does the job fairly easily, and then Earth Power is nice stab, and Power Gem is once again free coverage. Third is the boy Basculin. Our 2 out of the 3 new guys are making their debut, and Basculin here hopefully can put in the work. As of the time of recording, I am rocking with this with heavy attack investment and heavy speed investment, and then the rest dumped into HP. But another set I'm really mulling over is a max HP and max attack spread with Adamant still. The reasoning behind sticking with this particular spread here is that if I ever do Terra Electric and the Mamoswine is not Scarf, I want to be faster than that Mon, right? I absolutely want to be faster than that Mon, get a Wave Crash off, and hopefully kill it off. With Mold Breaker here, Vaporeon and Jolteon are no longer free switch-ins, just because I'm able to go ahead and bypass their Water Absorb and Volt Absorb respectively here, and I'm able, with me being a Violet in that choice, I'm able to go ahead and switch up my moves and hit those Mons with the appropriate coverage. Not a lot of his Mons really want to take on a Wave Crash. Not a lot of his Mons want to take on a Terra Blast, and Ice Fang here is mainly for the Salamence. Flip turn here is to go ahead and gain us some really nice momentum on stuff that's faster, or at the very least a prediction here. Not too much to say here. Hopefully Basculin is able to go ahead and put in the work in his debut game. Fourth, we have Choice Bandit Cinderace. Because I'm never going to be faster than the Jolteon, the only thing I need to outspeed is going to be the, I believe Infernape actually has a higher speed here. Yeah, I just need to outspeed the Infernape here. HJK absolutely threatens that thing with a one-hit KO. Powerball, Choice Bandit threatens the Enamorus, the Corviknight, the Mamoswine. I believe the Uxie, if it's not physically defensive, just dies by it, right? And then Quick Attack here is just for some nice priority. If the Enamorus or the Infernape are ever scarfed here, and they are heavily chipped, I'm able to go ahead and actually just save myself from getting swept by them. With Quick Attack here, we are Libero, so we do get that nice stab. And then same thing goes for the Salamence. If that thing has a bunch of DDs up, and I've chipped it down to the appropriate level, Quick Attack Choice Band can easily just clean up that Mon and prevent the sweep, while also preserving the HP on Dragonite. Whoops, spoiler. Yep, so we have just enough speed to go ahead and outrun the Infernape, and a good amount of it is dumped into attack, and then whatever was left is dumped into HP, just to go ahead and give us a little bit more breathing room. Second to last here is fully physically defensive Goldengo. So with fully physically defensive, it gives me, and Shukaberry by the way, and Shukaberry, it gives me a lot of leeway when it comes to stuff like Mamoswine and the Salamence. I'm very easily able to go ahead and live a +1 EQ with Shukaberry, so if I'm able to go ahead and get off a couple Shadow Balls here, and put that Salamence into range, whether it be to Quick Attack or E-Speed here, absolutely fantastic. I get rid of an incredibly annoying Mon and incredibly dangerous Mon, and say something like the Mamoswine is Scarf here, or at the very least the Focus Sash is broken here. I can come in, I can easily eat an EQ, make it rain, and just kill that thing off. Same thing kind of goes for the Enamorus. They do have the option of clicking Mystical Fire here, but either way, right? If they do Earth Power here, I have a decent chance of living it depending on how much health I have. It is a special attacking move, so you know, so we're really going to be relying on the HP stat here. Nasty Plot Recover is to really take advantage of both the Corviknight and the Vaporeon's passivity, especially when it comes to Goldengo. They can't exactly threaten me for super big damage, unless the Corviknight is something like Agility, Bulk Up, Power Chip. that very much may be a plausible thing here, right? But if it isn't, then the Corviknight can't even touch me at all, and the Vaporeon does very little here. So it kind of gives us a free Nasty Plot, gives us a free recover, and puts us in a pretty good position here. They do not have a switch in. They do not have a ghost resist, so they do not have a switch into Shadow Ball. So if I'm able to go ahead and get a Nasty Plot off, it could be really dangerous for my opponent here, especially with the Shukaberry to go ahead and just get a surprise KO. And lastly, we have Dragonite. Minimal speed investment. Just go ahead and allow us to hit that 200 benchmark here. Not exactly anything in particular for speed, but again, always nice to go ahead and hit a round number, at least in my opinion here, and then the rest is just dumped into HP and attack. Corviknight's very annoying for Dragonite here, although Corviknight doesn't have the greatest of matchups just because it can be taken advantage of by the Goldengo, like I said, the Cinderace, the Basculin, the Sandy Shocks, and the Glimmora here. But because it's a Corviknight, because it's such a fantastic defensive mon, I still have to account for it by including something like Fire Punch. Whereas I would have much rather preferred to have something like Dragon Claw, Iron Head, Thunder Punch, or whatever have you here, right? In any scenario here, Dragonite is a fantastic late game threat. The more I can chip down mons, the easier it will be for Dragonite to sweep. Again, really only the Corviknight can take hits, so just getting up a Dragon Dance and just fire punching, earthquaking, and e-speeding can very easily win us the game. I would imagine I would only realistically need 2 at the very most. No, 2 and then 3 at the very most to go ahead and shut the game out. If they do have like max defense Corviknight and max defense Vaporeon, that could be very annoying just because, again, it just hampers our sweeping potential. Corviknight with Rocky Helmet can do some, can get some really good chip off, and then Vaporeon with Scald can go ahead and cripple us. So a little bit annoying and something that I very much do have to be aware of. Also, what I have to be aware of is, of course, the Mamoswine. I want to take care of that thing as quickly as I can. I do not want to lose to an Ice Shard because I'm going to need a good amount of Dragon Dances to go ahead and take care of that thing with extreme speed, especially if it hasn't been chipped. And same thing with the Salamence. I can't exactly touch it with Earthquake and Fire Punch, so we are going to need a good amount of Dragon Dances to go ahead and kill with extreme speed. So, like I said in the beginning here, we really have our work cut out for us. This is such an amazing draft here, and the player piloting it is no slouch either. They're a really good player here, so it's very much going to be a very interesting matchup. Despite all that, despite their incredibly and insanely powerful draft here, look at them. Fantastic. They have the 2 evolutions, which is absolutely insane and hilarious here, right? But despite this incredibly threatening draft, I believe in the boys to come out week 5 and avenge us, right? We slipped up last week. Unfortunately, we snapped our undefeated streak, but I don't care, right? That pressure's lifted off of us, and the only thing we can do is come out and continue what we've been doing all season, which is smashing opponents. I have full confidence that our team is able to come out today with a dub and go ahead and put us in a nice position in terms of standing here. But ladies and gentlemen, there is only one way to find out, and I will see you guys there. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? So, week 5, is it? I believe so. Week 5 is finally upon us. And today we're going to be taking on the Dun Spartans. Oh no, just Dun Spartans. My bad. So, looking at their team here, very, very powerful. Biggest threat is obviously going to be the Mamoswine. That thing's Scarf. It's going to be annoying, right? But we do have a little bit of counterplay to that. A Vicious Sash, also annoying, but either way here. As a lead here, my Sandy Shocks looks absolutely phenomenal. As soon as I get rid of the Colossal or Force of Terra, and as soon as I chip down the Vaporeon, Cinderace with Choice Band kind of just cleans up here. It's going to be interesting, but for the most part, in terms of our lead here, we're going to go ahead and lead Sandy Shocks. I guess my opponent isn't ready, which is fair. As you guys will have seen by the team breakdown here, we do have Scarf Glamora. So again, Power Gem looks absolutely free here. We just spam it, spam it, spam it, spam it. First things first, we're going to get up our rocks, and then we're going to keep them up the entirety of the game with Golden Go. And we kind of put them in a position where if they want to go ahead and get rid of them, then that's fine by me here, right? We're going to go ahead and try and take advantage of that, whether it be with our Glamora or Cinderace or Kitty here or Sandy Shocks, whoever it be, right? Either way here. Okay, cool. Into the Mamoswine on the guy. Perfect. We can go ahead and get up our rocks. If he wants to turn 1 Icicle Crash, that's also fine. Let us see here, right? If he turn 1 Icicle Crash, I'm pretty sure that thing's gonna be pretty damn sure that thing's gonna be Focus Sash. Does he really want to take this trade? Actually, I have no reason not to power gem. As much as I love rocks here, right? As much as I love rocks, I have no reason not to power gem. Break this thing's focus sash and kind of take the game from there. Because pretty much I'm gonna get rocks up on everything else here, right? If he brings in the Enamorous, then it kind of tells me Scarf. And then nothing here besides really the Vaporeon can really switch into a power gem. And even still, right, he has to fear my electric move coming up next. Into the power gem, does absolutely nothing. I wonder if that's that took absolutely nothing at all. That's interesting. All right, we're gonna wave crash into flip turn here. I want to say that's AV, but I don't know because that took absolutely nothing from Sandy Shocks here, right? And Sandy Shocks is no slouch. Wanted to get on my rocks here, but again, I just really like damage on the Mamoswine. That has to be AV, right? No shot. Power Gem did that little. Either way, here my opponent's taking forever. The most likely switch-in is going to be the Vaporeon. I can flip turn absolutely, but at the same time, like, do I really want to risk that? No, into the Corviknight. Rocky Helmet? No. Since it's not Rocky, I'm gonna go ahead and just go straight for the flip turn here. If they go into the Vaporeon, that's actually beautiful. Because I'm gonna get a nasty plot up and kind of take the game from there. Because they can either Roost, go to Vaporeon, whether it be hard switch or U-turn, or just go ahead and get some more chip off. Either way here, we're still not in the worst position in the world. After this Corviknight goes down here, right, kind of opens up Dragonite a lot. Yes, I still have to worry about the Mamoswine Ice Shard, but even still, right, we chipped it down a decent amount here. T-Spikes aren't looking to be doing the most in the world here, TBH, but that's honestly fine. Into the Mamoswine, interesting. Interesting, very interesting. We are going to go into our Glimmora here. We are going to power gem up. Again, he has no real switching into this. And then if he also wants to Toxic Spikes, then that's perfectly fine just because we're going to get our Corrosion. And then if he goes into the Vaporeon, it's kind of a bad situation if he's not Heavy Duty Boots. We are just 1 point faster than this Glimmora. So even if he is Scarf, right, we do outspeed. I mean, we are fast. We are 1 point faster on the Glimmora than the Mamoswine. So even if the Mamoswine is Scarf, we still outspeed. I don't know if I said that correctly. Absolutely beautiful here, right? Absolutely beautiful here, right? He gives me such a big chip on the Mamoswine. I don't know why he didn't want to go Vaporeon, because even if that thing is Spadef, it's going to be taking very little from the subsequent Wave Crash into Flip Turn. Now I can kind of honestly just Terra Electric my guy there and start just firing off Terra Blast, which is beautiful. So with the Mamoswine out of the way here and the Corviknight chip, absolutely opens up Dragonite here, so that is going to be a late game win con, which we love to see here. Again, Power Gem is going to be doing a lot of Demoglios. If he brings out the Enamorous, automatically tells me that, not automatically tells me, but really heavily indicates to me that he is Scarf. And if that's the case, I can kind of just go into my Basculing, get a slow flip turn off, and kind of once again just take the game from there. Into the Vaporeon, perfectly understandable. Perfectly understandable. If they flip turn here, who do they most likely go out into? Possibly the Colossal. That's fine. I'm willing to take this, right? Nope, they Scald. Perfectly understandable. Let me go ahead and get a nasty plot off. And then we are faster than the Colossal as well. Just naturally, so that's going to be absolutely beautiful. We're going to fire off a free Make It Rain here. It's going to be interesting to see who they go out into. If they go out into the Enamorous here, they better Mystical Fire. They have to Mystical Fire, right? If they go out into the Salamiche, EQ here, if not, if they have the secret, like, Shadow Claw attack, absolutely beautiful as well then. That's perfectly fine by me here, right? Very fantastic position, very commanding position we're going to be in here. And then, once again, if we can get rid of this Vaporeon, absolutely beautiful. Into the flip turn, yep. Who do they go out into? Would the Colossal ever be Focus Sash, right? I doubt it, right? That thing's gonna be, because I'm assuming it's good, right? Like, they do have a better fire type in Infernape, but once again here, right? Colossal can threaten Golden Go with its fire moves, so it's able to somewhat get a spin off into the Enamorous. We're gonna take it, right? We're gonna take the chance. We're gonna take the chance. I hope they Earth Power here. Please, Earth Power. No! Damn! They did not. All right, they did not. Very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Just Power Gem then. Damn. Oh, that kind of sucks, but whatever. That sucks, but whatever. I was really hoping for a Earth Power there, but that just did not happen. They knew better. They knew better. They knew better. But once again here, Power Gem is going to be absolutely free. If they want to go ahead and Mystical Fire once, if they are Scarf just for the chip, then that's also fine by me. We're still somewhat okay here, right? We are decently bulky on the Basculin. 21, that's Spadef AF then. That's Spadef. That's fine. Into the Scald. Perfectly fine here. Doing very little, and then we're gonna hit him with the crazy Terra Blast here. And he doesn't, once again here, right? He doesn't exactly have the most amount of switch-ins. If he goes into the Colossal, then that's perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. Into the Protect. Fine by us again. Once again here, right, we outspeed his Colossal, so he is probably going to be forced to go ahead and get a Terra off. Or pop his Terra. Very annoying Mon here, right? Dude, he Mystical Fire. Damn it. I probably should have just gotten into this fucking guy and just gotten a slow flip turn off. Oh well, right? Oh well. I wonder what that says about him, right? Is that like Spectacles and Enamorous if that kills? Interesting, interesting. Either way here, right? He doesn't switch into this very well. Not very well at all. Not having gold here kind of sucks, but either way, don't mind too much. We're still not in the worst position in the world. Very nice. Big damage. Big damage. For sure. So we get an absolutely massive hit off, and he's kind of looking for his switch-ins now. Let's see. I'm pretty sure his most likely guy is going to be either the Salamiche or the Enamorous here. Yeah, into the Salamiche. Go straight for the Ice Fang here. We kind of don't have a play here. Dragon Claw is not going to be enough to take us out. That Inviolite is putting in Schwerk. Let's go. Let's go. He's going to fear the Aqua Jet. Oh, nope. He saw the movesets. Either way here, we just go into our Glamora and we just Power Gem. Especially now that the Vaporeon is chipped. Beautiful. We deny the Dragon Dancing setup opportunity. So again, Dragonite looks absolutely phenomenal. We just need to chip down the Enamorous. That's the biggest thing. Just chip down the Enamorous. After that, like with one Dragon Dance, Dragonite cleans up here. Fantastic shape. Damn, dude. I keep on forgetting. I'm like, look, I'm not gonna... I'm not gonna keep on skipping turns for this. I'm gonna let the animations play out, but here I am, skipping turns. I'm trying to go, bro. I'm trying to schmoove. Oh my god. Big Demoglios. Big Demoglios. Look at Glamora go. Look at Glamora go. That is Moxie. I wonder what that Enamorous is then. I truly do. I truly wonder. For me, best case scenario, he lets go of the Corviknight and he goes right into the Colossal and Terras. That's literally best case scenario. Because if that's the case, Cinderace is coming out, Powerball, 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 Powerball. And it's Jover. All his mons are incredibly chipped except for the Colossal and the Enamorous here, so... Again, very good position here. Dragonite is looking incredibly dangerous as the game goes on here. Yep, let's go of the Corviknight here. If the Enamorous is in fact choice, that's honestly beautiful for us here, right? Just because he's going to have to lock himself into Earth Power or Mystical Fire or Moonblast here, and that lets us have a lot of breathing room to work with here, right? If he's Choice Scarf, he goes Enamorous. If he go, if he's Choice Scarf, he goes Enamorous, and if not, then he just goes into the Colossal and Terras. Yep, into the Colossal. Fine by me. We just Power Gem once again here, right? Again, like I said, I just want chip on this. I want chip on this for my Cinderace. Into the Terra Fairy, to be expected, on the rocks. That's fine. Cool, beautiful, beautiful move. No type of damage here. Perfect, Power Gem. Just keep her going. Glamora! Take us home, baby! Take us to the promised land. Take us to the promised land. Let's go! That's one. Come on. Bring out the Enamorous. Bring out the Enamorous. Show me Scarf. Show me Scarf. Because if it's Scarf, it's super duper over, right? If it's Scarf, it's super duper over. Time to see, ladies and gentlemen. Time to see. This Power Gem is about to be doing damage, bro. Power Gem is going to be picking up a kill on each and every single one of this, right? Each and every single one of these mons. Again, the Enamorous has to be Scarf to go ahead and kill us. No, it's the Vaporeon. Perfectly fine. Just Power Gem, Power Gem, Power Gem. That's fine. He wants to go ahead and get his chip off. This is going to be a little bit of a range, unfortunately, but either way, don't mind here. He's going to have to wish up. He's going to have to do all this sorts of shenanigans here, right? Because our Power Gem to this did 21 last time. I believe we can get that range. I believe we can get that range. Watch out. Watch out. Okay, so that's what he wants to go for. That's fine. Protect, flip turn, Scald. I can only imagine Wish is his last move, right? Only imagine. Go ahead and Power Gem up here. 25. Wish, yep. Go ahead and go Cinderace. That's fine by me. On the Protect. Hey, I got 2 of these to burn. I got 2 of these to burn. He's going to have to hit the double Protect on me. He's absolutely going to have to hit the double Protect on me. We are locked in, ladies and gentlemen. fine. I don't give a shit. Protect. That's fine. That's fine. Literally, he has to swap out. He has to swap out. Yes, so either swap out or get the double protect here, right? This is fine by me. Like, I don't care. I'm taking this ship here, right? Cinderace is not going to be doing much. Cinderace here is mainly just to go ahead and check the Enamorous' speed here. And based on the damage we were seeing from both the Glamora and the Sandy Shocks, this Vaporeon is 100% Spadef. Jesus. Yep, into the Enamorous. Perfectly fine. Perfect. Big damage. And then just go for it again. Into the Vaporeon. Got him. Got him. Got him. Yup, yup, yup. Big damage. I'm not swapping out. I don't need to. I really don't. I truly don't. And then I just HJK till I die. I HJK till I die. I don't mind if he subs here just because it's gonna show us that he's not choiced. Perfect. 35. Big damage. Beautiful. And then we could just go Glamora here and Sludge Wave up. GG. Well played to our opponent here. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful to come back week 5 after our loss last week. Get the dub here. Absolutely beautiful. So happy our new partners in, well, Sandy Shocks didn't do much, unfortunately. I thought it would, but hey, I'm so glad our Basculin was able to put in some big work. I mean, look at this. Hold on. Look at this chip. Invalid. Wait. Yeah, right here. Don't care if he protects. Don't care. Look at that big chip. Some of you are switching. This thing's a monster. And then it gets even better. It gets even better. It gets even better. 54 with the Dragon Claw. Nope. Nope. Look. Oh my God. Look at that chip. Big chip on the Vaporeon. Big chip on the Salamiche. Put us in a position to absolutely smash, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful. So glad that this mon was able to come in, put in work in its debut game. Little bit of shame about Golden Go here, right? I do have some questions. I wonder if that's Emvee Mamoswine. I wonder if this is like Spectacles. Spadef is interesting. Again, you have your defensive guy. Corviknight was something that was interesting in preparing for this matchup. Corviknight is such a goated mon, whether it be like defensively and also as the hazard removal. But again, my Golden Go can easily take advantage of that. But the thing is that because Corviknight forces in Golden Go, they can kind of take advantage of that with U-turn and stuff like that, putting themselves in a decent position. So it was definitely interesting, right? Like Corviknight just had to be fat, but for the most part, like it just had to play momentum games. So, but I didn't know if that's going to be worth it for my opponent, and because of that, it kind of limited me a little bit on the moveset of the Dragonite here, right? I would have loved like some more coverage to go ahead and some of the other guys, but either way here, right? We're able to go ahead and still come out with the dub. Look at that HJK. I'm like, look, I'm going for, I don't need this Cinderace right now. I truly don't. I truly don't. Oh my God, look at that big chip. And then I'm pretty sure that thing's Spectacles here, right? Like, I don't see lefties. Yeah, I don't see lefties here. Too bad we never got up the rocks, so I couldn't exactly check. But yeah, so I couldn't exactly check for it. But either way here, right? Everything worked out beautifully. Dragonite didn't even have to come out. A little bit of a shame here, right? A little bit of a shame, but I would take this dub any day of the week here. That is going to do it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed the bounce back here, and I cannot wait for week 6. But until then, I'm going to be trying to upload more and more. I have been uploading more and more, so highly recommend you guys go ahead and check out those videos. But once a week, these draft videos are going to be coming at you guys. Until then, see you guys.